What's up, everybody? This is Mr. Second Passport. Today I'm checking in from Big Sky, Montana, where I'm going to teach you several essentials you need to bring to Ecuador before coming because they're just too dang expensive in a place like Ecuador. But first, let's take a look around Big Sky. There are 10 essential items, like I mentioned before, that you should absolutely bring to Ecuador because down here in Ecuador, you'll often find them two, or if you can find them, double or triple the price of what you're used to paying for them back in North America. Now, you saying this, you might be sitting there with a lot of money, and you're like, well, I don't care if I pay double, triple. But trust me, it does. No matter how much money you have, it doesn't feel good to buy something for triple the price that you're used to paying, um, even if it is kind of a smaller dollar amount. So let's take a look. But first, let's mention a few things that are now in Ecuador that weren't here when I first got here 7, 8 years ago, and now they are pretty prevalent. Like Reese's chocolate. That was one thing I really missed when I moved to Ecuador, and now you can find it. You can find it all over the place, especially in the super maxi stores, which are kind of like the Walmart of Ecuador, the big box stores. There you can find Reese's chocolate. Also, when I first got here, you couldn't find blueberries or raspberries, but now in places like Super Maxi and in the case of blueberries, pretty much all over on every street corner you can find them now. So they've really caught on big down here in Ecuador. Now, I know some people would say bring your electronics down to Ecuador. Pretty much anything electronics is going to cost way more in Ecuador. But these people don't know Ecuador all that well. Maybe they've came once or twice or something, and they form an opinion. But the difference is, what I would say is name brand electronics like Apple. Anything Apple. I've become an Apple person in the last few years. Anything Apple is going to be way more expensive in Ecuador, if it even exists. Like the new stuff, like the M1, MacBook Air that just was released in December of 2020. That's not even really in Ecuador yet for purchase here in March 2021, and it still might be a few more months until it's widespread. And when it does get here, it's going to be super expensive. There are Apple stores, but not many, and the prices will shock you for sure. So anything Apple, you're going to want to bring down to Ecuador. Number two, like this makeup I just bought in Kohl's a day or two ago, for my wife, for $32, this foundation or whatever. The same one name brand in Ecuador sells for well over double, around $70. 70. So like anything makeup name brand, you're going to want to bring down with you. And that goes also for name brand colognes. You're going to want to bring those down to Ecuador too. Often easily double the price down here in Ecuador for anything name brand cologne wise. The number four thing that you're going to want to bring to Ecuador is pretty much anything related to gear for extreme sports or specialty hobbies you have. Chances are, if you do find the products down here, like if say you're a fisherman, you're not going to have that much selection. It's going to be way more expensive than you're used to compared to buying in a place like the US. So anything like that, fishing gear, kayaking, even golf or hiking equipment, you're going to want to bring that down. Five thing, right, that you should bring to Ecuador, and I always do every time I go up to the States, is I be sure to purchase some good name brands kicks, some sneakers, right? You're going to want to bring these with you because down here, they can easily be double, triple, quadruple the price than what you're used to getting in the US or Canada. So anything name brand sneakers, you're going to want to bring them down. Now, there are knockoffs here in Ecuador, and I've even bought them myself. But let me tell you something, you don't want to touch those, even with the 10-foot pole, because I just put them on very first day to play some basketball one time in Quito, and one cut and I almost broke my ankle. The whole sole just came undone. So like you don't want to mess with that at all, right? I just saw Adidas just like these in Costco a day or two ago here in the U.S. where I am right now, just for the week, selling on discount for $19.95. You know, these same Adidas would probably be around 120 down in Ecuador. So again, just something to think about. Easily double. Big, super big size, you're definitely going to want to bring down to Ecuador because you're just not going to be able to find much down here for you. The sixth thing you should absolutely bring to Ecuador are specific name brands, like say Jif peanut butter that just aren't here yet. Maybe Velveeta cheese. We all know that. And one of the top things that that expats miss when living in Ecuador, you know, what they miss from their home country is cheeses, delicacy cheeses, gourmet cheeses. You just, like a really hard cheddar, you just can't find it down here. You can find some cheeses, but definitely not the selection you may be used to in North America. Toiletries are surprisingly, a lot of them, double, triple the price of what you can find in, say, a Walmart in North America. Say, take Listerine, right? You're looking at easily double or triple the price for the same stuff, the name brand Listerine in Ecuador in a Supermaxi compared to a Walmart in the States. Why is that? I don't know. Dental floss, you know, consumer size. In Walmart, it might be $1-ish, and that same dental floss is $3 down here in Ecuador. Things like chapstick as well. But for whatever reason, toothbrushes about the same price, and toothpaste, so not a big deal there. Actual picture I took in Ecuador right before I came up this week to the US. As you can see, sunscreen on the shelves in a pharmacy in Ecuador, around 20 bucks for this normal size sunscreen. Sunscreen is, name brand sunscreen especially, is about double the price of what you can find in the US. You can see this average size Hawaiian Tropic is selling for $25.90 in Ecuador. So yeah, anything sunscreen, you know, these things a lot of us pale people use on a daily basis, you're going to want to bring to Ecuador. And that goes also without saying about bug spray. Easily the off brand you can find in Ecuador, but easily double, sometimes triple the price of what you can get it for in North America. So bring that as well. And number 10, last but not least, you know, walking in Costco the other day, there was a whole aisle of pure multivitamin gummies. It's really catching on in the US. You can't really find these at reasonable prices in Ecuador yet. So you're going to want to bring your multivitamin, especially if you like the gummy style, down to Ecuador. You can find like the chewable vitamin C onlys in Ecuador, but the full multivitamin in a nice, delicious gummy style is not that easy to find. If you do, it's way more expensive than what you can get in the U.S. So also these any multivitamin or anything like that, you're probably going to want to bring down as well. So those are 10 things, most of them essential, that you use every day that you definitely want to bring down to Ecuador um, before you come here on an extended trip or maybe to move here. That's it. I'm Mr. Second Passport. If you like this, click the subscribe button below and click the like button. It helps the channel. Take care.